Hi Leo, this is my second time recording your reading. Oh, let's hope it records this time. You got a really lovely reading here, Leo, to tell you the truth. So much hope in this month's reading, okay? That's the hope to me is standing out beyond anything else, okay? This new era, this energy of grace that seems to be raining down on you. You got the star card twice, okay? The star card is, I know it sounds like a cliche, but it's the healing card, okay? It represents that state of grace. The state of grace controls everything in this universe, okay? All healing, everything comes from grace. And you've got it twice. I really love your reading. I'm really tuned into it. You enter April. Great, the star card, I could call this card just the grace card, okay, with the Three of Swords. This is healing. I mean, the Three of Swords represents heartache. Quite often, it represents past heartache that's still living in our memory system, because the body keeps the score, okay, so it keeps the memory until grace comes along and decides it's time to heal past heartache. This could be for some a really present situation, this Three of Swords. There's a sense of being separated from someone. There's been some heartache, there's been some words said, something's happened. For some of you, it might even be a triangular situation. But for some of you, the Three of Swords is something from the past that still lives in your energetic systems, okay? Now the star card is healing. That's exactly what it represents, because you know what, Leo? We can do as much work as we want, but it's grace that heals us. Yeah, it's the Holy Spirit that heals us, and we have to do the work. We have to have the willingness. We have to endure, we have to keep going, but ultimately it's grace that has the final say when some heartache or some pain is ready to leave our lives. Sorry Leo, I'm just hearing some strange noises. I think this reading is so hugely profound. I think and then the star card is the overriding energy for the whole month. Again, healing, being willing to be seen, being willing to trust, letting down your boundaries, and your outcome is the Ace of Cups. You've got three cards that are the cards of almost enchantment, okay? Because enchantment does exist in this world. There is this blessed energy, and it is raining down on you, Leo, this month by the looks of it. I'm not saying for one word it's going to be perfect, okay? But enchanted, yes. So what you most want is the Six of Pentacles. So there's something that's unbalanced, okay? This is someone who's trying to weigh the scales up, okay? It could be to do with work and money, because it's a pentacle. I can't help picking up, this is more to do with the relationship and how the scales need to be weighed up in this. Something's out of balance here, okay? That's probably why the Three of Swords is right over it. Maybe there's one person in the relationship that's carrying too much of the responsibility, and it's now turning into resentment, okay? And it's time to pull together and resolve this issue, okay? Now, the really good news for you is the Knight of Cups is your protector energy. And I've just turned around and you've got the King of Cups as well. You've got some huge energy guiding you this month, Leo. As always, you can turn into it or you can turn away from it, because that's the free will that we do have. The Knight of Cups is someone who's overcame a battle, okay? Now, I don't read all the knights in this way, but this Knight of Cups I do, because look at him. He's holding up the Grail, okay, the Holy Grail, this cup, this great mystery of life, okay. He has gone through a battle and he's came out because he's won it, which means there's some victory going on for you, Leo, this month. It's to do with love, and it's to do with grace, and it's to do with overcoming something. And I still think it's to do with your emotional world, which is your relationships or your feelings towards love. Maybe some heartache from the past, Leo, has made some of you close your heart, okay, and withdraw from love. And this harmony and your true values and what you truly believe in needs to be restored, okay? Because what your challenge is my most beautiful queen, the Queen of Pentacles. There's something that needs to be sorted in the foundations of your life, okay? The Pentacles are about housing, work, where you live, home. She also is a disc pentacle, so she represents the body, the soul. So I'm getting huge relationship healing. I'm still getting a bit of waiting, but what needs to be resolved is the earth element. Now, if it helps, I would say most of my viewers are more attuned to the spiritual, the unseen worlds, than they are the earth pentacles. And that's true for most spiritual seekers. The earth element is generally the hardest to work with, okay? Only because our energies tend to be more attuned to the Star card and the Knight and the Ace of Pentacles. But what needs to be resolved is the Pentacles energy. Now, when I speak about resolving the earth element, I don't mean bling, okay? I mean quality and I mean depth here. But I think it's the practical issues of your life, Leo, that need your attention, okay? The Knight of Wands appeared with it because I pulled you another card. The Knight of Wands tends to bring news. I find this I've never seen this guy bringing bad news, by the way. He tends to bring quite light, quite optimistic energy your way. Again, he's about hope, but it's right next to the Star card. Boy, you get this I really love your reading. I feel really tingly. There's loads and loads of movement around my house. Something really to do with the depth and the foundation wants to be resolved here. In your relationship, you've still got a little bit of waiting here, okay? Waiting for your ships to come in, waiting for something to be completed. Now, the threes are always about feeling our destiny is intertwined with other people's, okay? Now, all our destiny is intertwined with other people's. That is what mutuality is. That is what interconnectedness is. But this Three of Wands, so some Leos might be in a state of still waiting for something to be completed. And I think it's to do with this Queen of Pentacles and the Six of Discs. Restoring something that's out of balance in the foundations of your life, okay? Now, bling is not wealth, Leo, okay? Wealth is just quality of life. In your money and work, you've got the Chariot card. This is moving forward, completing something. It's a major arcana. It can't be avoided. It's destiny, propelling you forward in a new direction, to do with your work and to do with your money. At a soul level, you've still got a little bit of waiting going on here, the Two of Wands, okay? I wonder if this waiting is still to do with waiting for some news regarding you and other people and someone else, okay? I'll pull you another card at the spiritual level here, but the outcome, first of all, the Four of Discs, so you're going back into retreat. Our first response, Leo, in life is always to retreat, okay? Fight or flight It's hardwired into our systems, okay? We can't help it. But then, look what happens. It's like your first instinct is withdrawal and protection, and then you open up and you open your heart. This is the card. Now, most of you who know me, I would never use terminology like this because there's no such thing. Essentially, this is good karma. This is the eye of God. It's a sign of protection, and so is the star card. Yeah, but there's no such thing really as good karma because it's basically the results of the good vibrations you put out into the world coming back to you, because if you don't put them out, they can't come back, because the world is just a mirror, okay? But the Ace of Cups is a whole new chapter beginning. It's also about meeting with destiny. It's your heart and mind moving into alignment. It's essentially your whole birth chart, Leo, is about balancing out your heart and your head. Aquarius with Leo, and uniting them both. In esoteric astrology, it's one of the hardest things to balance out, the head and the heart, the Aquarius, Leo, okay? I'm your opposite, so I've got to balance out my heart. So you've got to bring this mind and heart into alignment, which is seeing the world the way that the all sees the world. A state of openness, a state of grace, and a state of love. But there's some major healing going on here. I think it's emotional, because you've got the King of Cups and the Ten of Cups. I think there's still a little bit of waiting, and it's about resolving this Queen of Pentacles, resolving the foundations, where you live, how you pull together. It's about family, housing, that sort of thing, okay? A lot of forward motion, a lot of very good energy coming your way, Leo, okay? Which I love. And remember, there's no really such thing as good and bad karma. It's just the good that you put out always comes back to you, okay? That's what the Ace of Cups is, and that's what the Star card is. And that's how, when I work with people whose life feels stuck, I always start to get them to put out some different vibrations to the universe, because I know that's what's going to turn their life around. Fascinating. I'd absolutely love to know how this is all working out in your life, Leo. I love your reading. I'm so excited for you. A little bit of waiting, but a little bit of allow the month to unfold, because that's what the Grace card is. Grace does everything. Everything, okay? There is nothing that does not operate under the laws of grace. And once we start believing in it, we start to see it. Very, very tricky thing to do sometimes in life when we feel that we need change, but trust in grace and see how things start to resolve for you, Leo. I think you've got the most exciting reading of all. Loads of love, guys. Bye.